my God. The Superman.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
I knew I should have wore the belt to cover my bulge.
I'm excited. I think that's really the main takeaway here. I'm really excited. I'm optimistic. I trust James Gunn and his vision.
Yep.
I think this is something DC should have done a long time ago, is just have an actual cohesive plan. Yeah. You've seen the trailer, right?
I've already seen it. Yep.
So he's seen the trailer. I have not. Massive Superman fan. Honestly, I would say probably since... if you couldn't tell.
As you could see.
Which is kind of funny too, because I used to hate him. I feel like a lot of people have a very pre-established opinion of him, right? He's boring. So people always say he's boring. He's boring, and I know it's a very generic thing to say. He's boring if he's not written well.
Yeah.
You have to write Superman in a very specific manner. Yeah, I think it just comes to like a couple things. He has to be super hopeful. You know, like it's almost like he's just the best of humanity, but he's not a human. He's just got to be hopeful, cheering. He's optimistic. He's very humble. That's why he's cool. That's why it's cool to see someone had absolute power. This is how you should use it, I guess, or the better way of using it. You know, so I don't know. I want to have like a fun Superman movie. It doesn't mean there can't be dark moments, right? But it seems like they have a good cast. They have a great director and writer. Yeah. You know, and then the poster, which looked fantastic. Yeah. So why are you smiling? Is there gonna be some bullshit in here? There's gonna be some bullshit, huh? Superman's just gonna start twerking like halfway through the trailer. He's really down to earth.
Shit, I hope so.
What are your thoughts around the whole DCU and stuff? Like,
I'm really excited that they're restarting it. I think that is definitely a must for DC, and I'm glad they got James Gunn at the helm. You know, that's a big W. Can't say I've seen Creature Commandos just yet. Probably won't.
I probably won't.
Be honest. But I'm sure it's top notch. You know. Actually, before we start, you've seen the logo and everything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, what do you think about the logo as compared to the classic?
Well, it's definitely not this. I'll tell you that. Yeah. I could tell they went for more of a Kingdom Come kind of style.
It's a little thicker.
Yeah.
Bigger.
It definitely looks more alien, I guess, because it doesn't necessarily look like an S. But I think I kind of like it when it looks like an S. I like Superman having almost you can call it cheesy costume, but a very classic suit.
Like, yeah, bitch, that's Superman.
Yeah, where you can.
I know that's him.
Yeah, so you can still look at the costume. Obviously, say it's Superman, but I do prefer the Man of Steel logo. I do prefer this logo with the more classic kind of styles to it, but it's not bad. However, I'm not a fan of the suit from what I've seen. I'm not a fan. I do think it looks a little baggy. Yeah. I'm not a fan of just the random extra lines that are always everywhere. Everyone always says MCU style, but it's more of like, I guess, modern kind of attempt to bring suits into live action, you know, because most of them are just one solid blob of color.
Yeah. And then, you know, obviously hoping that maybe, you know, they do a little bit of post-shoot CG magic with the suit.
Which they have done in the past for every superhero costume, especially anything with capes. Capes are some bullshit to deal with on set.
Gotta do CG.
Yeah, most of the time if you want to get that amazing flow-looking cinematic look. So we'll go ahead and jump into this. Should we pause it all or just let it all ride?
Well, we'll watch the whole thing.
Okay, so just let it all ride first. Don't pause. Okay, that's what I figured. All right, here we go. Well, what the? Get out of the way.
Oh my God.
I'm not looking at this. Well, any subtitles for the fucking weather?
Jeez. Look at that. Beautiful. There are some really cool shots.
He's dead.
There he is.
Oh, it is? Okay. I love his Clark Kent.
He looks
like a completely
really
different person.
Yeah.
It's great. Great casting for Lois as well.
Good Lois.
Yeah. I haven't seen the third one. That Pa Kent. I wonder if he's gonna get killed by a tornado in this one. Is that Krypto? I'm hauling ass.
Look at that. He's so fast.
Krypto. Home. Take me home.
Whoa! excited for his
He's
Lex.
a really good cast as Lex.
Speaking of, yeah. Aw. You know, I really thought I was going to be talking more. I'm actually kind of in awe. That has me excited. That has me excited. Wow.
Yeah.
The theme as well as
So
reusing
good.
the John Williams
Yeah.
theme, that was fantastic.
So good.
I love the Hans Zimmer theme. I think the Snyder films have fantastic music as well, but there's some music that you can't unhear the fact that you're missing out on a certain theme, and I feel like the Superman theme is definitely a big one in that.
It's like restarting Star Wars or like rebooting Star Wars and not using classic songs.
Yeah, which you can obviously add your own new themes as well, or different remixes, but this is definitely one of those themes where it's just immediately, I mean, you're just like, oh, that's Superman.
Yeah.
You know, which Batman has like 5 or 6 of them, because Batman's had way more adaptations throughout the years. You know, you got the Adam West, then you hear that, you think of Batman, you think of the Tim Burton movies, and obviously Christopher Nolan's as well, all fantastic soundtracks. But that was good. That has me excited. So I really was expecting to like. I wasn't expecting to hate it, or I don't go into stuff wanting to hate it unless it's Halo, right? So I'm just excited. I want to watch a Superman movie and feel good, but also feel like I just saw this heartwarming adventure of this motherfucker right here in this tight spandex.
This same suit.
I bet it better be the same one. I hope they do some CG stuff and just make him look exactly like this. Yeah. So he loses. We start off with
clearly.
him. Yeah.
He's dying here.
So I'm gonna go ahead and assume I haven't looked at any leaks. I haven't looked at any of that kind of stuff because I want to be surprised with this movie. But it seems like the Fortress of Solitude just isn't a thing yet. So maybe when he lands here, he forms the Fortress of Solitude, which I think you see later, right?
Yeah.
With the crystals.
You can see he has one of the robots.
Yeah.
One of his little robot servants that is.
Yeah, right here.
Usually one of his parents is like, their conscious is in this robot. So we'll see.
Which I do like the retro.
Right? It looks cool.
60s retro futuristic kind of style.
Yeah.
You know, like Disney Tomorrowland.
Yeah.
Almost aesthetic. I think that classic sci-fi look fits Superman very well. I like it. And so far, I want to say the CG for the most part looks pretty damn good.
Yeah.
Krypto's CG, especially.
Krypto looks great.
I can't even lie. Like, for a second, I was like, is that a real dog? Well, obviously not him running through the fucking snow. This, when I saw the set
great.
pictures of him as Clark, I was like, okay, I can believe that. I think that's one thing that's definitely aged probably the poorest out of Superman's entire like identity is his secret identity, especially the fact that he works in a newspaper. So, and in this day and age, everyone's going to be doing so many deep dives on you. There's phones, there's cameras, there's videos everywhere.
Your ass is going to get caught.
Yeah, there's just no way. And obviously, I still think someone would eventually piece it together too.
And then, you know, there's like in some comic adaptations, the glasses are like magic or whatever.
Listen, Superman's got a lot of fuck shit.
Yeah.
So I'm really curious what specific ones and identities and powers they're going to adapt, because he has a lot of powers that people don't know he has, where, you know, he lifts like a building up and he has like this kinetic field that holds the building together, so that way it just doesn't collapse when he lifts it up like Homelander with the plane. So
I just hope that they have the key to the Fortress of Solitude from All-Star Superman.
it's where it's just like a condensed what it was, a neutron star
built it out of a dying neutron star. It's like
so
3 trillion tons.
That shit should destroy the planet because it just lands in the snow. And the robot.
I'm not fucking scared of that thing.
Look, see, this motherfucker knows.
Yeah.
He immediately knows. You think they're gonna kill Jimmy Olsen off immediately?
Oh yeah.
I will say, this is just a very minor nitpick from what I've seen, because obviously this is something that they could change immediately in post. The coloring.
Oh yeah.
I guess it has a very, and I hate using like Marvel look, but like, how do you put it?
Do you think it's too much?
It looks clean.
Oh,
it looks very clean.
Yeah.
And I think that's one thing I did like about Snyder, even though I don't think it fits Superman as much,
It was a little
really
grimy.
at all. It did look very visually appealing in certain areas. I do think. I think he's definitely more suited for darker characters.
Yeah.
Obviously not the beacon of hope.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's just a minor nitpick. And obviously it's a bright day. You know, you don't have to color it purple, green, blue, or because some movies go way overboard with the blue and
the filters.
Orange lighting. Yeah, you know, like they're in Mexico and everything's orange.
Everything's yellow. And,
But I do love the look of, I don't know, have you seen Superman Returns?
Yeah.
But that movie is very orange, has a very specific look to it, and I did like it. But I don't know, I think it's just more of a modern critique that I have, is like a lot of movies just look very clean. I do like when the screen's dirtied up a little with some film, but most movies are filmed digitally now. I will say though, it is growing on me a little bit. It is. It is. I'm still not a fan of the S because it kind of just doesn't really look like an S. You know, it just looks like there's just a red mark right in the center.
Yeah.
But you can still make out the letter a little bit.
Those lines on the suit, the blue ones here, you can see. You know, I don't know. Maybe if they like made this little line right here like red or black or something to like distinguish, I guess. You know, if you are gonna have these lines to really emphasize like his body parts and his muscles and things like that,
then you should do something.
Make it
with
do
them.
that. You know,
because then it looks cheap, and I don't know what origin they're gonna go with the suit. Because sometimes, his mom makes it. Sometimes it's just there, and he wears it, and it fits him. Or sometimes there's a lot of different ways they can go about that.
Hopefully, at some point in his universe, he gets that sexy
black suit.
Black suit.
The black suit.
Man.
It's gonna be hard to beat the one in Zack Snyder's Justice League.
So good.
That shit was clean. So clean.
But I don't know. I think they could do something pretty cool with a black suit. You know, I think this design would be nice.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's a lot of growing room, and I know that his suit will be upgraded.
Yeah, I was gonna say, Lord, no, he could use this suit for half the fucking movie.
I don't hate the Snyderverse.
Yeah,
I do, but I don't. If that makes sense. I really miss that fun feeling of just going to the Daily Planet, and Perry White screaming at him.
Yeah.
And they have Lawrence Fishburne as Perry White, which was fantastic. Great casting.
Really good.
And they have another good guy casted as him as well, but I think that was a big part that was just kind of missed in the previous films. It's just, kind of like in the same sense of Spider-Man, you should be equally as intrigued with Peter Parker's life as well as Spider-Man's.
Yeah.
Because you gotta have both. You can't just have Superman be Superman the whole movie, and one that's way too expensive too would be kind of monotonous, right? So you gotta like balance it pretty well.
Which is like why I'm excited for their Batman to take place and come out in the DCU, because I feel like you get more Clark Kent when you have more Bruce Wayne.
Yes.
Right. So when they interact with each other as Clark Kent and Bruce Wayne, it's always fun to watch, because obviously Bruce Wayne knows who the fuck he is.
Yeah.
He's Batman.
He's not stupid.
So, it's really cool, like little intellect things that you get to see and like who they are, what they do in their daily lives, because one of them is always like watching the other. So.
Yeah. Superman literally has all the powers in the goddamn world, and Bruce has all the money in the goddamn world. I do want them to be best friends. In that kind of sense, I love World's Finest. Do you remember? What is that one animated movie? They were like being hunted because Lex Luthor was president.
Oh, I remember this.
You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, but that was just fun. Like they have a lot of good character moments because they are polar opposites of each other.
Yeah, but it's always cool when like they like call upon each other when like Gotham is in dire need, and same with Metropolis,
Yeah, but I love his Clark Kent. He looks all disheveled. Dude, it's fucking me.
I was gonna say that. It looks like you. You shave your mustache, man. You might.
I just got a mog all the time.
Yeah, you know what I'd love for Superman to do in this movie? I want him to look at Lois and go. Yep.
That's definitely a farm. It's not every day you see Superman play. This shit, that was funny. He's just rummaging through the snow. Could you imagine? Because the dog's obviously going to be way less careful than a human flying around. He probably killed at least 3 people.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. He can fly. I don't know why he's just running. He's a dog that can fly. So,
what do you think of Krypto? What do you think?
I'm really surprised that they even brought him into the damn movie. If that's the case, I hope Batman gets a dog.
You get the Bat Dog. I hope it's like the Krypto the Superdog TV series where Bat Dog's just Batman dog.
Yeah, but no, cool. Extra edition. I don't mind really. Like, it's just I wasn't expecting it. So
yeah, I wasn't either. Yeah, because that's CG right there.
Yep.
That's incredible. That is really good CGI. Oh my lord. They probably scanned the real dog, but still, like,
It looks great.
it's so good. And I do love the colors because it's very vibrant.
Sure.
Right, as a Superman movie should be. I don't know. Sometimes, though, I will say I am a little back and forth on Krypto. I think just because it is very strange to have like an overall tone for the universe, because I feel like they were never gonna bring in Krypto in the DCEU.
Fuck no.
Hell no. I mean, you saw Krypton was a
be a
completely
thing.
different place too.
Yeah.
They had like dragons and
Yeah.
shit, weird stuff going on.
And like with all their announcements that they've made for the DCU, I'm not surprised, I guess, that they brought in Krypto because they're doing Batman Brave and the Bold.
Yes.
Brave and the Bold is a very like cartoony sort of like comic book type Batman. So that makes sense.
And then they're bringing in Damian Wayne too.
Yeah.
And all that. So, it definitely feels like, because James Gunn loves superheroes.
Yeah.
He loves comics. So, like, that's why I think people need to have a little more faith in him than some people do. And I do understand his style can get pretty shtickish after a little bit. If you've seen one James Gunn movie, you've low-key seen them all.
Yeah.
And that's why I think that I wasn't really super excited for Creature Commandos, because it's just another team-up thing. Not that I think it would be bad, it's just I kind of got my fill with Suicide Squad and Guardians. And I think I'm good for now, but I'll check it out. Obviously, if you got made it this far in the video, let us know if Creature Commandos is good.
Let us know if it's good. Maybe I'll check it out.
Yeah. So yeah, it is cool to see Krypto. Very surprised. They're definitely going for the more fantastical and comic book side of the DC universe. And they're not like embarrassed to embrace all these really dumb creatures and
shit
characters
that they did.
Right? It's a part of the history. So and if it's lame in the past, you can make it cool in the future. You can revamp it a little bit. So
we'll see how much they use Krypto. You know, I hope he doesn't tag along for this. You know, I want to see Superman on his own and do his own thing.
How did she like not notice this?
Like how?
Because that's a foot, right? But little stuff like this, I do like. I like how he's saving people.
Yeah, for sure.
It seems so fucking weird to say.
For sure.
But just little things like that. Seeing Superman save a cat out of a tree, sure, why the fuck not? But you kind of get what I mean with it looking clean? Or maybe it's just this, I don't know. Like, obviously not every shot has to look like a fucking painting. But I think that's just one of my things, that everything just looks really
like it was placed there on purpose.
Yes, and sometimes that can take me out of the movie, but this is just being very fucking picky. Being very, very picky with my peculiar tastes. But yeah, I like that. Yeah. It's cool. We definitely need more stuff showing Superman's super speed. How he perceives time.
For sure.
And it's definitely a big factor in his abilities that definitely gets slept on sometimes in the movies. Yeah, this is probably the youngest Lex Luthor I think we've ever gotten.
Yeah.
No, Jesse Eisenberg.
I mean, Jesse Eisenberg is like, I don't know, they're probably around the same age, like canonically. So.
Because I guess I always picture Lex being a little older than Superman.
Just off note, you can cut this. Did you see Jesse Eisenberg say that like playing Lex Luthor hurt his career? he said, yeah, taking that role like really hurt my career in like a real way. Okay. It's not that he did a bad job. He did good with what he was given. It's just that wasn't Lex Luthor. No. That was not. They took everything that Lex was and they said, we're not going to do that. We're just going to make this like... Yeah, just make him a bad guy that just wants to fucking hate Superman.
Awkward billionaire tech guy. So. Which it just isn't Lex. It's not Lex. And I really hope this one is egotistical. He's supposed to be the encompassment of like what man's faults are, or his ego, his greed. This man, like, he hates Superman because of the idea that anyone could be more powerful than him. He doesn't want people to look up to Superman like a god. He wants people to low-key look at him and humanity to kind of save themselves, which sometimes it makes him like a villain-ish, but also grayish area where he doesn't really, like, I don't know, it just depends on the version that they want to do with him. Because there's some Lex Luthors that, they steal 12 cakes and they call it a day. There's some Lex Luthors that just like blow up the suns. Yeah. There he is. Yeah, we got Nathan Fillion as Guy Gardner. I will say, I think the most ballsy thing to do, more than bringing in Krypto the Superdog, is adapting that goddamn haircut.
Yeah, I could not fucking believe it. When I saw it, I was like, wow. They went
for it.
They went all out. They look at him. He loves it.
I do wish we got to see him as a Hal Jordan. I do see Nathan Fillion as a Hal Jordan more, but I guess my initial thoughts were he's going to be too old. Yeah. And then they cast Kyle Chandler as Hal Jordan. Yeah. And I was like,
how old are the Lanterns? I was like, what's going on here? Will there be a new Lantern that's a little younger.
The way I see this universe working, I mean, well, it seems like it at least, is that there's gonna be a lot of pre-established heroes. I'm assuming maybe they'll bring in the Justice Society. Yeah. You know, with all the old members.
You know, we have Hawk Girl right there in the corner.
Guy Gardner just pisses me off. I will say, I don't like Guy Gardner. I'm not really a big fan.
Yeah, he's definitely not my favorite Lantern.
But I really hope this movie switches it around for me because he has his moments, and I think I'm just excited.
It is Nathan Fillion though.
That too. It is a good cast.
I love some Nathan Fillion. I don't know why.
It is interesting. This is the first Green Lantern we'll see since
Ryan Reynolds.
That movie came out in 2011.
Yeah.
Holy fuck! It's been over 10 years.
Why?
Yeah. So who is this?
I forgot. Not gonna lie to you, Black Noir.
That's what I thought at first.
Black Noir.
Maybe if it was comic Black Noir, you'd stand a chance. He's really showing off his abilities by punching this wall for no fucking reason.
It's just this wall there too. So
I did see some, I guess maybe behind the scene pictures or set photos where it looks like some people are speculating it's Ultraman. But I really hope it's not.
Yeah,
I doubt it. I don't want any more evil Superman for a while. Yeah, let's go Mets. Yeah. Whoa, who is this? Did he catch somebody?
Yeah.
Oh, it's that guy.
The dude in the.
Oh, so this guy can fly.
Yeah. Maybe it's Metamorpho. You know.
Oh.
Maybe he's got a suit to wear in the outside world.
Okay, I see what they're probably doing with having everywhere be empty, so it doesn't seem like Superman just causing collateral damage and killing people. Yeah. This is just a funny shot. Yeah. It's just funny.
Do you think they'll do another Black Adam shot where he's flying? Yeah, where he's got that camera right in his face.
I fucking hope not, bro. One thing I will say I hope they bring over from the Snyder movies is the action.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Is Superman, the way Snyder films Superman and these giant, or not really giant, but these massively overpowered superhumans fighting was awesome. Yeah. He did that so amazingly, just maybe with a little less Superman causing collateral damage. I think that would be
just fucking killing.
Way more preferable.
You might as well just have Superman be a fucking villain at that point.
Throwing people into buildings. Yeah. But I am excited just to see the action and stuff. So it is cool. We haven't really seen too much besides this shot right here.
So Mr. Terrific is going to play a weird role. James Gunn, I think, tweeted saying that Mr. Terrific was going to have a very pivotal part in this movie. Mm-hmm. And that it's like almost just as much an intro for him as it is Superman.
For Superman. Oh, cool. Look. I thought they were just wearing black armor, but it's the classic green and purple. Yeah. Every villain's green and purple.
Yeah.
That's really not really our in-depth breakdown. I guess we really didn't help too much.
So my one gripe with this that I told you about yesterday, that I didn't tell you about yesterday, I just told you how to gripe, is the amount of characters that they're bringing in the first movie. Right? You know, Guy Gardner, Hawkman, Mr. Terrific, you know, Superman himself. This is the first time we're seeing any character really in the DCU. Fucking Krypto, his parents, you know, things like that.
It is a lot.
I'm worried about the balance.
It does seem like, I guess I really didn't think about that. Yeah. Wow. There's a lot of characters. I think when I saw that Guy Gardner and all these other heroes were going to be in it, I thought that might have taken away from Superman a little bit. Yeah. So I am skeptical on that part.
You know, I mean, for all we know, it could be a 5-minute scene with Guy Gardner and Hawk Girl.
Mm-hmm. It seems like they do play a pivotal role, though. Especially Mr.
Like
Terrific
as
well.
Battle. Yeah, Mr. Terrific, obviously, you know, we know he's going to be in the movie a lot. But as far as like Guy Gardner and Hawk Girl go, they look like they show up at one point, talk to Superman, and then pop up again in some sort of like final battle or third act. So I don't know. If that's not the case and they play some sort of role throughout the entire movie, I'm gonna be a little pissed.
Yeah, I do think they are playing a bigger role because Mr. Terrific's part of the same thing with the whole, what's it called, Stag. Yeah. And I think the more I think about it, the more I am a little concerned it might feel a tad bloated. But I think James Gunn can balance it very well. Yeah. I think he does in Guardians, Suicide Squad, and even some of his other films.
Yeah, I mean, with the first Guardians, we were being introduced to an entirely new team.
Yeah.
So, you know, clearly he is able to do it.
And this movie does have the caveat of it being Superman, so people already have that pre-established opinion and knowledge of him as well.
Yeah.
So unlike the Guardians, which were just like D-listers, E-listers, bro.
Yeah, nobody knew who the fuck they were. And now they're a lot of people's favorite over the Avengers. So.
Yeah, they're a fun little cosmic team.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, just really excited for this movie. It's a good first teaser, great music, fantastic casting. A little concerned with some of the effects. The majority of them look great. I think it'll be fixed in time enough for post. Also, just the movie being bloated with the amount of characters as well.
Yep.
And some of the suits look a little iffy, but I think overall, excited for this. I am extremely excited for a new Superman movie. But yeah, very excited. Let us know what you guys think in the comments down below. Let us know if you disagree with this. I know I'm gonna get someone that disagrees with me. Perfectly fine.
If you disagree with us, we'll block you.
Yeah, immediately. We don't like discussion. Bye.